Saturday afternoon. We'll be live. It's time for us to go back to Saudi. WWE Crown Jewel, 1 p.m. Eastern, 10 a.m. Pacific, 12 p.m. Central. And we have the debut. It looks like the Saudi Prince made a request. And they're paying WWE a whole lot of money. And they're getting what they want with the two Crown Jewel Championship matches. The women and the men, the two world champions, both going head to head from each brand. Super kick that subscribe button, like a bomb that like button, go ahead back, drop that bell. You know the drill by now. Comment down below, leave your favorite emoji. Let me know who wins the match. As we have the Raw Women's Champion, Liv Morgan, taking on Nia Jax. As mentioned, the world champions of Raw and SmackDown will go 1-on-1 for the Crown Jewel Championship. I'm sure you've seen it by now if you watched the shows. It's been guarded by Lock and Key, guys with the white gloves and the suits on. It's basically a rehashing of the brand versus brand, the bragging rights premise. It's kind of convoluted because it books you into a corner because one of your champions has to lose. And our first matchup, we have Nia Jax and Liv Morgan. It was reported today, I believe, that Rhea Ripley is hurt. I did want to see if I can get that information because we've seen Liv and Raquel attack Rhea at NXT this past week. And WWE tweeted out today that following last night's brutal attack at the hands of Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez, Rhea Ripley has suffered a fractured right orbital socket and will be out of action for an undisclosed amount of time. And Rhea Ripley tweeted, mistake number 1, you left me bleeding. So I guess Rhea's going to be out. So my original theory of Rhea interfering in this match, then leading to maybe a Raquel-Rhea match on Raw, then Team Rhea versus Team Liv at War Games. Rhea gets her title back at Saturday night's main event. Because it's time for this feud to end. It's getting ice cold. There's not really much else they can do with it. I personally would like to see Rhea and Dominic have a one-on-one match, maybe at WrestleMania, but I don't think we'll get that. I think Liv Morgan wins here. I think the story with Nia Jax, she's bought in Candice LeRae over the past few weeks, citing Tiffany Stratton not being able to get the job done. Do we see maybe Candice LeRae try to ingratiate herself more with Nia Jax and try to get involved? Then maybe do we see Tiffany Stratton get involved and inadvertently, or not on purpose, inevitably cost Nia Jax? Or is it on purpose? Maybe it looks like she's going to attempt to cash in, which I don't think we'll get a cash in Saturday. I don't think it's the time or place. I think maybe Survivor Series or Saturday night's main event, but I think Tiffany's shenanigans is going to cost Nia Jax, and I think Liv Morgan having Raquel Rodriguez out there by her side, she will be able to thwart any attempts by Tiffany or Candice or Indy Hartwell, and I think it will inevitably allow Liv Morgan to look strong. And I think somehow, some way, I don't know how Liv is going to pin Nia Jax, but remember, Nia Jax did win the Queen of the Ring in Saudi earlier this year. So I think it's time for her to pay it forward and put someone else over this time. Liv could use the big win. She's beaten Rhea twice. A win over Nia Jax can help solidify her title reign. What do they do with Liv heading into Survivor Series? What do they do with Liv and Raquel? Do they get involved with something new while Rhea is out? Is Rhea going to be out, 4-6 weeks? All we see is an undisclosed amount of time. Now, if I go to the World Wide Web, which I'm going to do now, and I Google fractured orbital bone, let's see what it says for us as long as you could be out, because I don't know. How long is this injury going to be? That is going to be very, very interesting to see how it plays out, because that throws a wrench into any plans. And then a lot of people have been asking for this match, this feud, to be drawn out to WrestleMania. If that's the case, if Rhea's going to be out for 2 or 3 months,
go Google it.
Yeah, let's see. Fractured orbital bone recovery time, ladies and gentlemen. Recovery time from a fractured orbital bone depends on the severity of the fracture and whether surgery is required. We don't know if surgery is required for Rhea. Just know she's going to be out for an undisclosed amount of time. On its own, some fractures can heal on their own, but surgery, you can return to work or school about a week after surgery, but should avoid heavy lifting or strenuous activity for at least 3 weeks. Swelling can subside over 2 weeks, double vision 3 to 4 days. So the final post-operative result is usually about 6 weeks after moderate injuries. So could she be out for 6 weeks? 6 weeks puts us where pretty much in middle of December, pretty much at or right around Saturday night's main event. So does Rhea return maybe at Saturday night's main event if she's going to be out 6 weeks? I don't know. If not, they could hold her off to maybe the first Netflix on Raw, win the Rumble again, get her lick back against Liv. I don't know. There are a lot of ways they can go with it. I think Liv gets the win here. I think Raquel atones for her terrible botch debut at Bad Blood. Is it her fault? Is it not her fault? I don't know, because the crowd didn't even care. It was a lot of this when she came out. There was really no reaction, and people didn't seem to. But I think Liv will win this Crown Jewel Championship. She will win the Crown Jewel Championship. She will have that to, I don't know if she's going to parade around with it, but she will have that visual with Raquel, maybe of her holding one of the championships, and Liv can continue to add to her heel heat and say, I beat the SmackDown Women's Champion Nia Jax. And honestly, Nia can afford a loss. Nia will be okay. I think inevitably we're going to get the cash in before the end of the year with Tiffany. And I think Tiffany Shenanigans will eventually cost Nia. Maybe we see Candice LeRae and Indy Hartwell try to get involved, and they're thwarted by Raquel. Liv takes advantage with a cheap shot, maybe something like she did against Becky Lynch, maybe a steel chair, maybe Dirty Dom helps her out. There are a lot of ways they can go with this match and how they're going to book it. But I do think Liv Morgan should win here. I think Liv Morgan could use this win to add to her title reign because she has no challenges outside of Rhea. So whether they go with her heading into Survivor Series, like I said, I don't know. But I think it's important to give Liv the win, make her look strong. She's already beat Rhea twice. She's got Raquel. She's got Dirty Dom. I think they will be by her side to help her really get the win on Saturday afternoon. And she'll be your first ever women's home Jewel Championship. We got, 7 matches? This will probably be somewhere in the middle of the show. And after it's over, will we care? Probably not. But hopefully Liv doesn't get squashed like a bug by Nia. And this match isn't full of botches. But I'm going with Liv Morgan to defeat Nia Jax and be the Crown Jewel champion on the women's side. But I do want to give credit and flowers to Nia Jax, the best Triple H return of people that have been brought back. She's done a great job, and she can afford a loss. She's won Queen of the Ring. She's won the Women's Championship. I think Liv needs another big win to solidify her as the heel champion. And we'll see what happens. We'll be here Saturday for Crown Jewel, 1 p.m., 12 p.m. Central, 10 a.m. Pacific. Super hit that subscribe button, like up on that like button, back drop that bell, sign off in the comment section. Let me know your prediction. And if anything, leave your favorite emoji. Liv is wonderful. We love looking at Liv. And Nia Jax is a beautiful woman as well. So it should be fun. They'll be covered from head to toe, but I'm going with Liv Morgan to win the Women's Crown Jewel Championship. We'll see you on Saturday. Stay tuned for more predictions here on the Flex.